My name is Julian Codding. I've brought today ideas about what I refer to as the question hack. It starts with the really big question: what's really important? And you can ask yourself that question 50 times a day. It's an automatic daily, monthly, yearly life planner and priority setter. That question has much greater power, though, when you start asking it to other people. The other part of the question hack is to follow the first question of what's really important with why. You might reflect on the fact that all questions are based somehow on the premise of why. With understanding comes wisdom. Let's discuss where wisdom comes from. What is data? Data is a set of letters, numbers, symbols that has no value at all. What is information? Information is selected data, and it has a value. A good example of information and data would be the old, antiquated, big, thick white phone books. They have a lot of data, and it takes a lot to keep it on the desk and takes up room and resources just to accumulate it. But it has no value. Because when you pick up the phone book, the only data that you're interested in is the one particular name, address, or phone number that you're looking for. That's the information. And it has some value. Now, what is understanding? Understanding is the beginning of wisdom. And with understanding comes a tremendous value, a value that changes everything. The correct question lifts you up to a new perspective. You rise, and as you do, you have a different perspective of the world and of the facts and the information and data that's presented to you. The only great answer is one that leads to a higher question. To make the question hack work for you, you have to change the way you think by training your mind. To do that, you start with a plan and self-discipline until one of your most powerful allies, habit, takes over. To listen, you need to learn to listen. You need to make listening and these two questions your go-to solution, your go-to opportunity. What's the difference between an opportunity and a problem? Well, it's only your reaction to it. The facts, the data, the information are all the same. It's how you respond. It's what you do. Suppose you take this question hack, what's really important, why, to your company. Take it to all your customers, the current, the present, the lost customers, the owners, the management. What do you think would happen if you changed the paradigm of the organization that you work at to build it around those two questions? What's really important and why? What would happen if you take this to your family, your friends, your personal health, society, even your personal faith? What's important? Why? So I'll leave you with this question hack, which is to use these two questions together and to always respond in silence as you listen to the answer. And I do want to remind you that listening has nothing to do with waiting for your turn to talk. It has nothing to do with your personal beliefs, your great wisdom, or divine insight into the world. Listening is listening to the other person. So, step number 1, train yourself, your organization, and the people around you and your family to use this question. What's really important? Why? And then listen.